Hey, what's up? Welcome back. It's Matt with MJ Gabel. This is How to Get into the Diamond Business, Part 8. I appreciate you guys watching all of my parts and learning more about the diamond business. This has been really cool for me, and I'm glad you guys are enjoying them. So before I get too far into the video, if you haven't already, do me a favor, subscribe and like this video so we can build the channel and get more content out there. So fancy colored diamonds, that's our topic today. Let's talk about fancy colored stones. I didn't get involved in the fancy colored diamonds till about 2, maybe 3 years after I got involved in the diamond business, only because I didn't have to. I had no clients that were bringing them to me. I didn't even think about them. And then I started getting clients bringing me fancy colored stones, yellows, a few pinks, and also stones that have got multiple colors, like a yellowish brownish or brownish pink. So I kind of was forced to learn and understand, only because I wanted to do right by my clients and advise them correctly and sell them at a premium for my clients. So I got involved in fancy colored diamonds, and we do daily work with fancy colored stones. The education portion of that is very difficult. If you're going to get into fancy colored diamonds, I strongly suggest going to school, GIA, and getting certified in that, only because you will get torn up and chewed out not going through the educational portion and jumping into fancy colored diamonds. There is so much to them. So standard diamonds, let's talk about, there's, the different shapes, right? There's rounds, pairs, ovals, marquise, hearts, radiance, princess, emerald, asters, cushions, etc. Well, that alone can be quite difficult to figure out how to calculate size in those diamonds if they're not loose, just dealing with the color and the clarity. But imagine adding on top of that intensity of color, from faint to very light, fancy, dark, fancy intense, fancy vivid, and then getting into the overtones of the diamonds, right? Like, what do you have? Do you have something with yellow, yellowish, pink, pinkish, blue, bluish, red, reddish, green, greenish, purple, purplish, orange, orangey, violet, gray, grayish, black? I mean, there's a ton of them. I can read them all. Brownish, greenish, yellow, grayish, yellowish. There's all those as well. And then on top of that, there's just the standard colors. There's the yellows, the reds, the blues, the greens. So that is an entirely different world, price points, and education. You cannot price a yellowish brown or brownish green or green or a yellow or a pinkish diamond the same way that you do with a natural white diamond. It's entirely different. So not only do you normally deal with the 4 C's, the cut, color, clarity, carat, weight, now you also have to bring in a whole new type of education, which is the color, the intensity, the overtones, the saturation of the color. So I would strongly encourage you, if you're very interested in the fancy colored diamonds, to get educated, go to GIA, and that's how you're going to be very good at it. I can say if there's like 500,000 dealers that deal in the normal diamond market, there's probably only a couple thousand that specialize in the colored diamond market. That's how niche it is and how different and unique it is, from the pricing to the marketing to the grading and understanding of these. Now, most of the diamonds that I've dealt with are already GI certified in the fancy colored neighborhood. Those that are not, we will look at, advise, and be able to determine the undertones and what the diamond is before most likely sending it to GIA for certification if we're going to represent the stone or sell it for a client or purchase it. There's way too many variables there to try to understand or price it yourself without getting help from professionals that have been doing this for eons. Don't tackle it alone. You will lose money at it. I can tell you, I have dealt literally with dozens of clients that have purchased fancy colored diamonds from investors, and they are not of great quality. Some of them are irradiated diamonds, which means they're not natural colored diamonds. That's a whole nother field. So the diamond world, as I said before in other videos, it's a plethora of information, and there is so much to learn. I mean, if you just look at the baseline from the metals that we have to deal with, from silver to sterling silver, different types of silver, to gold, to different types of gold, and platinum, the palladium that we work with, that's just the metals market. Then you get involved with diamonds, natural diamonds, lab-grown diamonds, enhanced diamonds, laser drilled, fracture filled, and then going from there into fancy color diamonds and all the color and saturation and variation that we just spoke about. And then you get into gemstones and then the semi-precious gemstones. So the market in the jewelry world is substantially large, and there's a lot to learn, a lot to understand. So fancy colors, very cool market, a lot of money in it, not a whole lot of people looking for those stones. And if they are looking for those stones, it's a very competitive market because there's not a lot of inventory, but enough out there to keep it competitive. So the fancy colored stones, education, 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 for sure. Take your time, get involved with it. I would find a company that is willing to mentor you and help you grow. I can give you some resources when it comes to like Liebisch companies that are out there that sell the fancy colored diamonds to understand the pricing and the pricing models. You can't use traditional platforms like Polygon, IDEX, and RapNet to price out the fancy colored diamonds. They've got some inventory, but most of those are set by the sellers and the marketplace of those. And you know, when you think about fancy colored diamonds, you probably think about Christie's or Sotheby's selling, you know, like a 15 karat blue diamond or, you know, an orange diamond. That does happen. Those are investment quality or investment grade diamonds. There's a lot smaller ones. We represent anything from a 10, 20 pointer all the way up to 2 and 3 carats in the colored field, in the fancy color diamonds. But it's a lot longer selling process dealing with those stones than regular natural white diamonds. So if it's something you're interested in, check education out first, and you can certainly message me. And by the way, guys, if there's some topic that you want me to cover, please do me a favor. Send me a message, comment below, and let me know what it is that you'd like to learn about or see in the diamond business or in the jewelry business. I'm happy to do videos off of your suggestions, so I welcome them. And if you haven't already, hopefully you did through this video, like, comment, and or subscribe to the channel to help us get the content to you. I'm going to say, I'm not sure when my next video is. I've got a baby like due any day now, so I'm trying to catch up with the business, run the company, get the content out there for you guys. So bear with me for a little bit as we bring this new baby into this world. So if there's a lag in videos, I do apologize ahead of time. I'm doing my best to kind of catch up with everything and keep everything running smoothly while we have this baby. So I will keep you all posted on that. Again, like, comment, subscribe, share, please. Thank you all for the comments, the support, and everything that you guys do. It allows me to do this for you. So as always, guys, thank you so much for watching.